Alrighty, hello. Is it working? I feel like I ask that every single time. Did it work? How we doing? Does it sound good? All that. Just let me know in the chat. I know it's a little bit delayed here at the start, so I will arrange my things as we get started. Hello. We're good. Awesome. Love that. Thank you. All right. So yes, my ears are the Disneyland 60th anniversary ears because, as you guys may know, there's a lot of Disneyland stuff happening. So these are my like sparkly Minnie Mouse ear hat. They don't really make Minnie Mouse like ear hats. I'm not a huge fan of like the hats anymore. I like to collect them because they're good for displays and stuff, but wearing them, I don't know. I think I like the ears more now, but I just thought this one would be really cute to wear for the whole Disneyland stuff. I also have my Disneyland shirt on. It's like a Walt Disney one. I think it's backwards for you guys. I really don't know. For me, looking at it, it looks backwards. Like everything's backwards. So sorry about that. Yes, Disneyland attire today. I got little Mickey Mouse earrings. Florida necklace, but we're not going to count that one. It's fine. Don't have a California one, so this is what we're dealing with. All right. It's not backwards. Cool, so you guys can actually read it. I can't read it right now because it's backwards for me, but there's my Disneyland shirt. I love it. It's very, very cool. Cup of the day here while we give people a chance to hop in. I was so excited to use this. I've never put a drink in this before. This is my Cars Land cup for it's like an oil can. And this was from California Adventure in 2015. So they don't have this anymore at the moment from what I know. I mean, I don't know what's there right now, but last time whenever I went in 2018, they didn't have these. But super cool. Love this. There's just water in it. It's kind of weird to drink out of it. Like it's a very like big cup. So that's exciting. I'm having a lot of fun with that today. I am going to be posting my popcorn bucket collection this week. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you may have saw the video is 45 minutes. The popcorn bucket collection. I have 58 popcorn buckets and sippers like total. So be ready for that 45-minute video. I think it will be coming out like Monday or Tuesday. It's going to be like earlier in the week. So super exciting. That was a lot of fun to edit that one. Very, very long, but like super fun to film it. I love getting to look at all the popcorn buckets and, you know, eat the popcorn and stuff. So I like was filming a lot of my popcorn bucket collection, like my collection videos this week. I filmed my Tsum Tsum collection, popcorn bucket collection, all that. So like throughout the summer, you guys will see those like, I don't know, like once a week, every other week. I don't really know how I'm going to spread them out yet, but I'll do like Funko Pop collection and all of those things. So subscribe and share. I'd really, really appreciate it if you guys would like to see all of those videos here. Let me start to pull up my news things. Normally I have this stuff like pretty set up, but I was working on one of the videos like right before this started. So just give me one moment here and then we will be good to go. Thank you all so much for joining in. I really, really appreciate it. Hello from Georgia. Hello. This is so exciting. Hello from England. Wow. Thank you guys so much. All right. Let's get into the news and things. All of the news that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is from wwnt.com. They post a lot of like general Disney Parks news stuff from all over the world and things, and that is where I'm getting some of this information from, along with Disney themselves, like Disney Parks blog, and the different messages that they have put out on Twitter and things. So that's where I'm getting this information from. So shout out to those places if you'd like to check them out for more information, or any updates regarding the things that I mention. And also linked down below in this live stream, there are all of my other live stream videos, all of my Disney Park update videos, my Walt Disney World and my Disneyland reopening reaction videos. My park blogs are linked down below, and the Disney Parks blog article about the Disneyland reopening and all of the information to go along with that. All of those that I just mentioned are all linked down below because I will be referencing those here throughout the live stream. So if you would like to check those out after the live stream, or if you have any kind of further questions about some of those things, I may have talked about them also in those videos that maybe I can go more in depth about those in those videos. So if you haven't checked those out, again, link down below for more info. First up, and then I'll jump back into the questions here. We're going to head over to Hong Kong Disneyland because there have been pictures that they have been putting up their signage for the social distancing and things like that. So I feel like a lot of the parks are now starting to begin planning when they're going to reopen and how they're going to reopen. I did not expect the Disneyland California announcement this week, so there's just, they're getting ready, they're prepping, and it's super exciting. The next thing here with Disneyland, I really, really wanted to show you guys this. Let me get the picture here. I didn't realize how far along they were on this. If you did not know, they are redoing the Hong Kong Disneyland Castle, and I didn't realize that they were this far along on it, and it looks amazing. This castle is going to be insane. So beautiful, so colorful. It has a lot of different colors in it than a lot of the other Disney parks do. I didn't realize that they were this far along on it because the last picture that I saw, it was just the normal little front castle. As you guys can see, the front of this looks like the Disneyland castle over here. That's all that there was, and then they added all this to it and colored it different. So I'm so blown away with that, and I'm excited to see once Hong Kong opens actual pictures of that done, because it looks insane. It looks so beautiful. I saw that and I thought it was another concept art. I didn't think that was the real thing, but it looks great. Let me see. That's oh, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place today. The Hong Kong hotel, Disney Explorers Lodge, did reopen and is resuming their operation as well. Some of the hotels, as I just mentioned, the Hong Kong hotel's open, but the park's not open yet. That's kind of how some of the parks are starting to get to at this point before the actual theme parks open. Real quick, I just have one thing for Disneyland Paris. The Disneyland Paris Run Weekend, the 5th edition, as it was called, is postponed till fall of 2021. That's insane. That they postponed it for a whole year out, and it says that there are refunds and cancellation details that they announced along with that if you were signed up for it. So that is just super crazy that was bumped so much, but I don't know when they're going to be able to do the different running events and stuff with all of those people. One more just general announcement, and then I will answer some of the questions here. The live action Mulan that was supposed to be released in theaters in March is now scheduled to be the first new major summer theater release following the movie Tenet that was supposed to come out around the same time. So Mulan might be coming out this summer, which is super exciting. We thought it was going to be pushed back to like the fall. It really just depends on whenever theaters open. But I was excited to read that. You know, it's a possibility that's coming out sooner than expected. Let me answer some of these questions here really quick, and then we will talk about Shop Disney, because there's lots of things going on there. Someone asked if any of the Disney parks are reopened yet. As of right now, just the Shanghai Disneyland park is currently open, but there are dates for Walt Disney World and like proposed dates for Disneyland, but those are not confirmed yet. And if you'd like more information on either of those like US parks, the videos are linked below. Let's see. All right. Okay. So some of like the comments are still like loading in. Someone asked, when will I go to Disney next? I don't know. I have no idea. I really just kind of like want to see how it like plays out, or I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you like on the side of, are you going to go back right whenever it opens, or are you going to wait it out, or like, let me know your thoughts here in the chat, and I will share these Shop Disney announcements, and then we'll jump back to that, because I know sometimes it takes a few minutes for like the comments like to load here on my end, because I know sometimes it's like laggy or delayed. So I will just talk about these things real quick before the comments show up. So first up for Shop Disney, this is for the US Shop Disney. There was a new Loungefly themed to Pirates of the Caribbean, which is now on Shop Disney. So there's been a lot of new Loungefly like concepts and possible releases coming out this summer. So I definitely like check Shop Disney every single day to see when or if they're coming out. And I also wanted to mention this: if you are a pin collector, maybe grab your calendar real quick, or be ready to write this down, because there are some pins coming out on Shop Disney here the rest of this month. So on the, let me see. What day is it? Okay, so on June 21st at 7 a.m. Pacific time, there is going to be a limited release National Selfie Day pin. And on the 18th, there is going to be 3 other pins released: the trading card pin, the I Collect pin, which I showed you guys in a more recent video, and the Park Cruisers collection is coming out on the 18th. And on the 25th, there are going to be some Star Wars pins like Rise of the Resistance, K2SO, like some droids and things, and also some of the pins that go along with the different like collections. So if you're collecting any like of those like circle collections and things that look like, well, that look like these, then those are coming out on the 25th. And if you go to like on the Google and search like Shop Disney pins, and when you click that link, it takes you to the site that has like all of these dates and stuff like that. Like the Shop Disney site doesn't always like load all of that stuff. So I would definitely do that if you're looking for more dates or pictures of the pins that I just mentioned, because I don't have all of the pictures here to show you. But that is just something that, if you'd like to check that out. And then here, last thing before I jump into the questions, this doesn't really relate to Shop Disney right now, but this is going to be released at the parks eventually, because since we don't really know when they're going to reopen, this will be released at the US Disney parks, and that is a Funko Pop. This is a Pop Town, which means it comes with a normal Pop and one of the buildings. Now, if you've been following some of my like Funko videos. More recently, I've talked about Funko Pops that I would like Disney to release, and I really wanted them to make some of the different buildings. I think they did a lot of the attractions like the Haunted Mansion, like they did a Small World one or something like this. I think that would be so amazing to have like a little pop town Disneyland or something like that. I think that would be so amazing. So I love this idea, and I hope they continue with this. This is the Butler and the Haunted Mansion attraction, and man, I was so excited whenever I saw this, but there's currently no date for it, and it is supposed to be released at the parks. I feel like this would be something that would be released at Box Lunch, since they had the other Haunted Mansion ones too, but we haven't really gotten like a specific answer, but it is believed to be a Disney Parks exclusive item. So with that here, before we get into all the Disneyland stuff, I'm going to answer some of the questions here. Someone asked if my experience on Shop Disney was better now. So I haven't really ordered anything recently that involved like a time limit kind of thing, besides the Tiki Room collection that was released for the Minnie Mouse items. And the next collection for the Minnie Mouse items comes out on the 20th. So I'm hoping all goes well. I didn't have like a lot of luck with the Tiki Room stuff. I'm glad I was able to get a pin, but it was so hard like to get any of the other items. Like you would really only get one item. So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of okay right now. Someone said that Shop Disney UK doesn't have as much as the US, like Shop Disney, and I agree with that. I did see that if you're in the US, you might be able to order from Shop Disney UK. Like there's something super weird that like you can order from there. So I tried looking to see what they had, and I was like searching like for pins and stuff on there just to see, and there wasn't like anything on Shop Disney UK, which was really sad. So that's really sad. I'm sorry. Someone said they're gonna try to go to Grand Californian at the beginning of August. I hope everything goes well with that and you're able to go. I do think that the proposed Disneyland date will be its opening day, reopening day. I don't think they're gonna like say no, but I'm not really sure. But I think it will go well. Someone said, did I see the Jumbo Lady and the Tramp pin? Yes, I did. It was super cool. I did not get it though, but it was, there's a lot of really cool pins out there. Oh my gosh, yes. Someone said they should make a pop town of Walt Disney and the Cinderella Castle. 100% agree. I would love to see that. I really want to see more of like the attractions like in their pop form. So someone said dead silence. Yeah, I'm sorry. It takes me a minute to like read them. Let's see. Okay, so some of the other ones here are loading. I apologize for the dead silence. It kind of takes me a second like to read them and like scroll, and they're loading, and there's just a lot of stuff going on my end here, so I apologize for that. Okay, real quick. Yes, good question. Frozen Castle Collection pin. No clue. No idea when it's coming out. I'm so extremely confused. It came out in the UK this week. Don't know when the US one's coming out. It's supposed to come out this month. if you're following the whole like bi-monthly thing, which was already confusing. So I don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I will let you guys know whenever I find out on Twitter and Instagram if there's not like a live stream the week that they announce it. So definitely go check out my other social medias, also linked down below if you guys would like to like stay posted on those kind of things. But I would think like maybe like later in the month, like I don't know. I'm so confused, and I hope that they announce it soon because like are they just gonna like stop the collection? Like what's going on? I'm so confused. So since we were just talking about Disneyland, let's touch upon the proposed reopening stuff again. There hasn't really been much else released besides that video that I did on Wednesday, kind of talking about the tweet that they sent out about this. So again, link down below for that, but I will just recap real quick. The proposed plans for reopening of the Disneyland Resort are the Downtown Disney District opening July 9th, Disney's California Adventure and the Disneyland theme parks opening July 17th, and the Grand Californian Hotel and Paradise Pier Hotel will be opening July 23rd. The Disneyland Hotel currently does not have a date, but it should be opening like a little later after that. I think they just want to test it at some of the hotels before they just jump into doing all three, which makes sense. And also to go along with the Disneyland Resort, they are also going to utilize the new theme park reservation system for guests and annual pass holders upon reopening. So exactly what Walt Disney World is doing, which, I mean, makes sense. This whole reservation thing, I think, makes sense. I hope it works well and people are able to get their reservations. Because, it's scary, not being able to like get a reservation, but like you have a hotel booked and then like you need to be able to get both at the same time, and it'll just be very, very interesting. Because it was said for the Walt Disney World Resort, if you have like reservations for one of the hotels, like if you're staying at one of the hotels, you're not guaranteed park access, which is a little scary. Because you need to have the reservations for those days. But if you already like have the hotel, and it's a lot. It's a lot to think about. And so to go along with the whole ticket things, Disneyland Resort is temporarily pausing new ticket sales and annual pass holder sales and renewals. So same thing that Walt Disney World is doing. Again, makes sense because they want to get people who had original plans to be able to go and not add in too many other people, because I think that's what will mess up the reservation system if you have a bunch of other people buying tickets on top of that. So it makes sense for the start why they're doing that. That's really all that's been talked about for the Disneyland Resort. I think we'll hear more once the proposed plans are confirmed. But we're just going to have to wait and see. Don't know when they're going to get confirmed, but I will try to keep you guys posted as well. Alrighty. Let's head over to Walt Disney World then. Continuing with hotels, the Walt Disney World Resort guests can now modify reservations and check-ins between June 14th and the 21st, if they need to like change anything regarding everything that is happening. Also to go along with the hotels, Disney's Magical Express service will still be running to the Walt Disney World Resort from the Orlando International Airport, which is good news. If you've never used that transportation system, it's a lot of fun. Let me see. Also, Minnie Mouse minivans will also be like running along with like other Disney transportation and parking and things like that. Let me just skip around here for a moment. All right, I'm so sorry. We're like all over the place today. Okay. So let's get into merchandise. So this is kind of, I believe this will also be done at the Disneyland Resort as well, but this was what was released for the Walt Disney World kind of merchandise questions, which I know I had many of these questions and I'm glad they were able to be answered. So I'm just going to read what Disney Parks blog put out about their merchandise kind of protocol. So, merchandise locations throughout the Walt Disney World Resort will continue to have their like newest Disney items, and they will also have modifications to make the shopping experience better by like managing capacity and trying to better incorporate physical distancing. All of the new product launches and collections, like the limited edition items, will not be available for in-person purchase at the Walt Disney World Resort until further notice. Guests can find these items on shopdisney.com. So that is the same thing that the Disney stores are doing, like our local Disney stores are doing. They do not have the limited edition like product releases at the moment because it just isn't fair to do it that way. So I don't know if things like that, like the limited edition items and stuff, will be like if this whole rule will be lifted once Disneyland opens, or if they will both start out with not having any limited edition items like that. So interesting thing to keep an eye on. But if you are planning on going to Disneyland, I would be ready for like these kind of rules to also be in place. So there was also a huge announcement to go along with pin trading. If you guys watched one of my more recent videos, I talked about, what are they going to do about pin trading? I really thought they were going to stop it just for the initial reopening, but it was stated that they will continue to offer guests the opportunity to pin trade with cast members through select pin board locations. Cast pin trading with lanyards will not be available at this time to help with physical distancing. So I am so glad that they're still doing it. It will be interesting to see like how it works and how many pin boards are actually out and about. It is kind of sad not seeing cast members with lanyards on. I've watched many of the Disney Springs videos and things, but I'm glad they're still like finding a way to do it. And it will just be interesting to see how it goes and when they will resume the normal pin trading. They also have package delivery to the front of the theme parks and the resort hotels. That will be suspended, so they're not like doing that. And the merchandise shipping to like the guests like houses, they will still continue to do that. So if you're at the parks, you buy something like super nice and fancy, like very, very fragile, they can send it to your house instead of sending it to your hotel. Now, they already did that, but as I just mentioned, they're not doing it to hotels anymore currently. They're just doing the like only sending it to your house option. And dressing rooms will not be available, and in-person returns will be available upon reopening in their merchandise locations. So that's just some general merchandise kind of things. I know a lot of just stores in general are not doing the fitting rooms and things like that. So Disney will also be doing that as well. Guests staying at the Disney Beach Club Resort will have access to the boardwalk pool. I think if you have a hotel reservation and things like that, you just need to keep checking the updates with that hotel or whenever you book, seeing what places you'll be able to access different things, because it is all like all over the place. Like certain hotels are doing certain things. So there was also a statement released talking about hotels, and again, I believe that this will also be incorporated at the Disneyland Resort as well. So throughout the Disney hotels, they're going to increase cleaning in high traffic areas such as elevators, escalators, handrails, benches, tables, handles, restrooms, and more. They've also added a lot more hand sanitizer stations across all of their resort properties. They are also going to be doing an online check-in service at specific locations to be able to do that once you enter the hotel to help with social distancing. The restaurants, lobbies, pools, fitness centers, and other public areas, they are looking to adjust the services to better incorporate the physical distancing measures and reduce capacity in those areas. And they're also working to do like mobile ordering and cashless, oh my goodness, cashless payment options with your Magic Band and things like that. So with your phone, with your Magic Band, they're trying to help like not do that as much. And they also released this little photo of their enhanced cleaning protocols that they're now putting into the rooms. So it just kind of goes through all the things that they are going to like further clean. And they also stated there was like a little video to go along with this, that the more like touched items in the rooms, like the remotes and things, they will be cleaned more, like even more thoroughly, and they'll be like all like wrapped up and stuff before you come, so you like know that they've been cleaned and that they are like clean in like their little packaging. So that's kind of cool that they're doing that. Major League Soccer will be officially resuming their 25th season at Walt Disney World at the ESPN Worldwide Sports Complex. So very similar to what the NBA is looking to do, but Major League Soccer officially confirmed that they will be resuming their season there, and that will be starting on July 8th. And as of this moment, it is believed that those players will be housed in the Swan and Dolphin Resort. So as of this moment, you cannot book the Swan and Dolphin Resort through July, I believe. I believe that's what I saw. Don't quote me on that one, but that is what I have been reading more recently. Guests with Walt Disney World Resort reservations through July 11th are asked to confirm, modify, or cancel by June 25th. So again, they're just trying to get a better idea before they put the reservation system into place. Here we also have for Magic Kingdom, another picture I really wanted to show you guys. As I mentioned, I believe in the last live stream, I talked about them painting the Magic Kingdom castle. If you were not aware, they are repainting the castle a rosy gold and a more royal blue, and they're also adding some more golden details to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Walt Disney World Resort. And we weren't sure if they were still painting it while all of the COVID stuff was happening, like more intense and things like that. So they did resume painting it, and this picture is from WDWNT, and this is just a look at what the castle looks like currently. So there are rumors going around that this might be done once the parks reopen, but no one really knows for sure. That would be super cool, like a really fun way to enter the park with the whole brand new, like brighter castle and things. But it looks really interesting. I think it's harder to tell from this picture like what it truly like looks like, and the color in person, you know, maybe a lot more vibrant, maybe a lot more toned down, but it does look super cool. I love the darker blue. I don't know if I'm a fan of the rose gold, but like I said, in person, it might be super cool. I'm super excited to one day hopefully see it in person with all of like the golden details. I'm sure it will be beautiful. But jumping back here to transportation for a moment, they are currently testing the Skyliner system. It'll be very interesting to see how they do that. Are they going to like wipe down the cabins every single time a group goes in and out? But like it moves pretty quickly, so I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but they're currently testing that. Going back to the whole like resort booking and things, the Magic Band orders and Build-A-Band upgrades are now available once again for the Walt Disney World Resort, like bookings and things. So you can also like customize your Magic Bands again, like add the different like prints and stuff on them. Because like originally you could only do just a solid color, but now you can do like add-ons and stuff, which is super cool. So you don't have to like buy like 4 different Magic Bands and things like that if you want to have like all the different prints and stuff. And that is all that I have for just the Walt Disney World Resort. But lastly here, I have some updates regarding Disney Springs. If you have been to Disney Springs, or if you plan on going to Disney Springs, they have been adding so much more new merchandise. Every time I check Twitter, every single time I check Instagram, I swear there are so many pictures of all the new merchandise, and a lot more places have opened this past week that there's just new merchandise and new things everywhere, so it's very, very exciting to see. I believe I showed you guys this in the last live stream, but I'm just going to show it again. There is now a magenta color magic band, which is super pretty, like just a different color. I love how they literally have like every single color now, like the black, the white, all like the pastels and things, and of course all of the ones that have the different like prints on them. Just very, very cool to see. And to go along with the magenta one, they also just released this neon yellow magic band. How cool is that? That'd be so cool if they released a bunch of like neon colors for the summer. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet, but it's very, very exciting to see, since they have all of the fun neon summer merchandise, that there are matching magic bands to go with it. Like, how cool. Let's see. So, places that have now reopened this past week, Polite Pig now has like seating at their inside and like outside bar, and also seating outside of Polite Pig. Also, House of Blues is now like hosting live like outdoor music, so people can sit outside. The food truck park also reopened at Disney Springs, which is super neat. It's very, very fun to like walk through and look at all of those. The gelato place at Disney Springs, I never know how to say it, so I'm not going to try to say the name, but that also reopened, and they had a really cute little milkshake for the reopening, and it was like a little like birthday cake, like cupcake milkshake. It looked super cute and really, really good. I'm not sure if they're going to have that for like the summer or if it was just for the opening, but looks really cute. Disney Springs, the Pin Trader location, and the Ever After Jewelry Company, and the Star Wars Trading Post reopened at Disney Springs this week as well. And those are all like such great places, so I was super excited to see those now open. Love Goofy's, love the pin trading. It was, super exciting to see what pins were out and things like that, but I will get to that here in a moment, because also Disney Style, the Candy Cauldron, the Star Wars Galactic Outpost, and Marvel Superhero Headquarters also reopened this week at Disney Springs. So I believe, like, if not all of the Disney places have opened at Disney Springs, they're almost there. There are still like a decent amount of places that are closed, but there are a lot more of the Disney places that are open now within just this past week. So very, very exciting to see. Again, I've seen so many pictures of all the new merchandise, and I wish I could show it to you guys all now, but wow, very exciting stuff. Now, with all those places reopening, they also did virtual queues again. They have been doing virtual queues for World of Disney, Once Upon a Toy, the Market Co-op, and places like that, but they also now did it for pin traders and some of the other new stores that were opening, because they're very popular and people want to be able to see the new merchandise that are with all those places, because some of the merchandise is unique to those stores only. Now, real quick, for the pin trader location, there are also no limited edition pins or trading at the pin store. So, same thing that I just talked about with the merchandise. All this limited edition stuff is really only going to be on Shop Disney for now, which is scary, because you guys know it is hard to get these items. So with them just being online, again, it totally makes sense, since the majority of people cannot like travel or go to Disney Springs to get the new items, and since it's limited capacity, they don't want to like leave people out. So I really appreciate that they're doing it, but like the site scares me sometimes of not being able to get the items. So everything makes sense, it's just that's collector life, is just trying to get the items any way you can. This I'm super excited to show you guys. If you have not seen already, the Walt Disney World Resort got the child balloon. How cute. It's like just so random. Like the child balloon just showed up one day at Disney Springs this week. I think that the parks will have this once they reopen. Maybe Disneyland will have it. I don't know, but that's cute. Very cool to see that. I just thought it was really funny. You know, just scrolling through your feed and there's just a child balloon now. Like, I don't know. I just think it's really funny. Let's see. The Ganachery opened at Disney Springs, and also at the Candy Cauldron and at Goofy's Candy Company. If you don't know, most candy stores have this. They have like all like the wall of dispensers or like the little scoops where you can like fill up a bag of candy. They're still doing that. I'm surprised they're still doing that because like everyone's touching the things like the dispensers like to get the candy. They have posted pictures of like someone there like cleaning everything as they do it, but I was just really surprised to see that they were still allowing that to happen. The Raglan Road restaurant also opened this week, and they also have like outdoor seating and things. The Disney Days of Christmas store reopened. They are still doing their personalization service. You can get like the personalized ornaments and different Christmas items, and they also have social distancing measures put into place in there. The Art of Disney and World of Memories also reopened at Disney Springs, which is their art store. And Chef Art Smith's Homecoming, which is one of my favorite restaurants at Disney Springs, is opening on June 17th. So that is on Wednesday. Super exciting. Oh my gosh. If you haven't eaten there, I highly recommend you go check it out. And they're going to have a new like outdoor like patio bar thing supposedly at Homecoming once they reopen. So really interested to see what that looks like. And is that it? Is that all the news? Oh no, I think that was it. As far as merchandise goes at Disney Springs, there's a new like splatter paint spirit jersey and all of the summer merchandise coming out. There's also been a bunch of new lanyards being released, which is really cool, like for pin trading. Obviously not like the best time for them to be released since pin trading is like kind of like halted a little bit for now, but they're super cute. There's a bunch of new keychains and just, I don't know, there's so much merchandise. Like I said, I would definitely go check out WDWNT. They like post pictures of merchandise on Twitter and Instagram and stuff. There's also a lot of other like Instagram pages that post things like that. I know Pins Blog has been posting pictures of all the new pins available at the pin trading store, and I've been looking through all of those. They look so amazing. So definitely go check out those places if you have not already, if you'd like to see more of those pictures. So shout out to those accounts. I'm going to check here on the questions, and then we might call it a day a little bit early. I don't really have much else to add to go along with the new stuff. I really just wanted to talk about Disneyland because, like I said, I was not expecting them to announce that this week, and it was just at like a weird time too, just out of nowhere. It was like the evening on Wednesday. I just checked Twitter and Disneyland might reopen like within the like week of Walt Disney World opening too, and I was just like, huh? It was so crazy. Let's get the Avengers Campus vibe for the end of the live stream. I've been wanting to wear these sunglasses so bad, so we're wearing them now. Shout out to Abigail. Someone asked if there's anything, like any news about Disney Village. Not that I know of. I haven't really heard much about Disneyland Paris besides just rumors of them like reopening, but nothing as of right now. Someone asked if I'm going to get the popcorn bucket phone case. I think I need to see them in person and decide if I want the waffle one or the popcorn one. Maybe I'll get both. I don't really know yet. I definitely want to check them out, though. Speaking of phone cases, you guys might also be able to see below in this live stream. If not, you might have to go to my channel. There's like a store link, and I have some phone cases on there if you guys like to go check those out. Tomorrow, I'm going to be posting a video talking about all the Disney Cupcake merchandise and things to go along with that. Super exciting stuff. I'm so excited for you guys to see that video. It is like a short video, so I apologize for that, but definitely check it out if you can. I'd really appreciate it because there's a lot of really cool things I'm going to talk about in that video. Someone asked if I ever collected the Disney planning DVDs whenever I booked a trip. Yes. I have a lot of Disney planning DVDs, and I would watch like all of them before every single trip, no matter how old they were. So I just thought they were really interesting. Someone asked if I'm planning to get the new key. I believe you're talking about the Disney Store key. There was an ink and paint key. I'm going to say key like 8 times. That was released at Shop Disney UK. As I mentioned earlier in the live stream, some people can order from Shop Disney UK. I tried, it like wouldn't let me. I tried to get it. I've heard rumors that it might come to the US, and I hope it does because I love the ink and paint things like a lot. So I'm hoping it comes to the US, but I don't know what happened that the UK Shop Disney is so much more ahead of Shop Disney US right now. As far as the key, the Castle Collection release, and things like that, there's been no like new information released from the US Shop Disney talking about any of those things. So I would like to try to get it, but I don't know if I'll be able to or if it's going to come out in the US. Someone said they're going to Disneyland on opening day. That's awesome. I hope you have a great time. Someone asked what is the cup of the day. If you guys missed it, it is this Disneyland little motor oil can. Someone said I should put Coke in it and make people think it's like motor oil. That'd be really funny. There's just water in it though, and it's like super giant. Like, I think it's super fun. I wish they still had them at Disneyland because there were a bunch of different colors of them, and just theming wise, like walking around Cars Land with this, like just would have been really cute. So it's sad. It's really sad. Oh, thank you so much. You guys are talking about the merch. Thank you. Someone asked where I got all of my Tsum Tsums. I got them from the parks, from the Disney stores, and from Target. Someone asked where I got my Luxo Ball plush. I got that from the Disney store. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, joining this live stream. I know I said last week that there probably wasn't going to be a live stream like today. As of right now, I think I'm going to take a break next Saturday. I will still be posting a video on Saturday. It just won't be a live stream. I think I'm just going to do like an every other week kind of deal. That way there's more news to talk about. That way we can get this to an hour next time. But 50 minutes isn't bad. I'm so glad that I was able to chat with you guys. I love being able to like chat, talk about Disney, all that stuff. I love getting to hear about all of your trips. you guys have a lot of trips planned, and I hope you all have a wonderful time. I hope everything works out and that you guys are all safe and happy and all of those things. I'm thinking about all of you guys and just thank you all so much for joining in and for all of your support. Again, lots of fun videos coming up, popcorn bucket collection, all of those things. There's lots of Disney stuff happening the rest of the year, so I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. With all that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday, a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.